Hello, I
Hello.
lurk here and other lady vtuber streams.
Okay.
I see the word hag used as a streamer's self-descriptor. What constitutes hag, and is it a compliment, or insult, or neither?
It depends on who you talk to. Outside of this community, the word hag is it's basically derogatory. It's like a mean word because you're talking about like an old woman, an old crone. Think of like a gnarled witch, you know, that's the kind of imagery it brings up. So it's a very negative word to describe a woman with. However, this community at some point, I don't know when or how, started using the word to talk about any woman. Like I think the cutoff is like over 30. I think if you're in your 30s or beyond is what they use it for. And it's used more nicely and endearingly in this community. It's just like older woman, and that's kind of it. That's all it's supposed to be. But the problem is you don't know who's using it that way and who has all like the typical English imagery in their head of like a gnarled old witch, you know? So that's why like some people like hear it and they're like, yay. And then other ones hear it and they're like, what the fuck? You know? Yeah, kind of like unk for dudes. Unk could be like, they're just calling you a little old, but they just mean in a nice, matured way. It could even mean like the cool uncle. But at other times, it's like, all right, you fucking old bitch, you know? So like, it's hard to tell, honestly. Very hard to tell. But I'm someone who's read a lot, and the word hag has always been used in writing to talk about like someone who's like elderly, like someone who's like minimum 60, and usually it's like very negative. It's often the person themselves is like a bad person, right? Like I'm tricking Hansel and Gretel so I can bake them in my oven. Then yeah, you would describe that person as like a hag, right? Like that's how the word officially kind of came in prior to like the last, I don't know, like 2-3 years with VTuber fans. I don't know. So I don't use the word to describe like friends or myself or anything, because like as someone who's read a lot, I don't know, that's just the imagery in my head personally. So I don't love it. Yeah, like Gruntilda, exactly. But it's sort of like a joke more so, because like, you know how they'll call any woman over 30 like old? It's people who don't think that that's bad using it as like a joke, right? Because a lot of people who are in their 30s joke about themselves being old, because people who are in like their younger 20s will always look at people in their 30s and be like, oh, you're so old. But when you're in your 30s, you're like, I really feel the same, and I'm not though. Right? So because those perspectives clash, a lot of the older folks will use like words to jokingly refer to themselves as old. Yeah, it's like ironic. So I think that's kind of like what the word has turned into, right? It's like calling a mature older woman a hag, sort of ironically, you know? But again, it depends on who's saying it. Has it replaced the term spinster? Spinster is more specific in situation. Is Jeff better now? Well, he's not a day trader anymore, so yes. Yes. He's so much better now.